Polishing a game, sometimes called putting lipstick on a pig, is what turns a prototype into a good game. So the core of polishing is giving a lot of feedback to whatever the player does. So every action that the player does should trigger our response. This could be a visual, audio, or motion that something happens. So let's start with the visual feedback. This can be adding particles. It can be some UI feedback. Let's say you're sprinting, maybe you want to show some speed lines. It can be screen shake when you jump and land, or maybe shoot. It can be flashing of things. Let's say you hit the enemy, maybe you want it to flash. And then also animations. Some people miss like the tiny animations that can add more life to everything. Let's say idle animation and so on. And adding sound effects and music to your interactions really helps set the mood, and it makes things feel a lot more polished and satisfying. And you want to focus on making everything feel smooth and work well together. So no abrupt things should happen. It should all be smooth. So transitions when changing scenes, the camera movement, animations, and all of that. And for a first person game, it could be head bob and footsteps when you're moving around, and gun sway when you move the mouse around, and adding jump and land impacts as well. So let's say, for example, we had a banana clicking game where you click the banana and you get points. Yes, clicking it wouldn't be that fun, but if we click it and we hear a sound effect, that's a start. But if we were to add a flash to it when we click it, it would be even more response to our action. Then we could add some shake and we could add some particles to it, and it's already 10 times better than it was before. And that's the effect polish can have. And some people may miss this step of polishing, but it's about the accessibility of your game. And this includes keybinds, so players can rebind to whatever they like, and adding controller support, and also audio sliders, so players can turn off the music or increase it, and also graphic settings. I remember when I was a kid, I had a really old laptop and I had to play all the games at the lowest settings, so it's really important to keep in mind. And it may seem like a lot of work, and it actually is at the start, but once you have made it once, you can just reuse it in other projects, and it's not gonna be that much work in the future. So it's definitely work making them as reusable assets that you can use in other projects and just copy them across, and that's it. And this is why most games actually feel pretty bad until they're polished. It's the final 20% of the game that gives like 80% of the results, making the game feel a whole lot better. Hopefully you learned something from this, and thanks for watching, and special thanks to my members. For source code, custom videos, or coaching, check out my Ko-Fi, and I'll see you in the next one.